Okay, so try that and see if you can hear me now. See if that works a little bit better. So we'll give it just a second for the lag to catch up, and my lips are moving, but nothing is coming out. There are people that would really like it if that was normal. Okay, any sound now? Okay, Billy, there we go. Okay, so I had the wrong microphone selected. It's weird because when I plug in the lapel mic, there's actually two different microphone inputs that it can be, and I picked the wrong one. So, hi everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon where in the world you are. It's good to see everybody. I'm kind of squished in between church services and got a lot of stuff to cover, so I'm going to be trying to catch all of it here. We'll see how it goes. On the list is mail, and you can see I've got a bunch of mail there. And there's more here, and I've got another huge box over here from Canada and a bag and a bunch of other stuff. So lots of things to cover there. Be talking a little bit about the trip coming up because I actually start the flights tomorrow. I've got a couple long layovers and stuff on the way to make everything work out with who I'm meeting. And so even though I actually won't be at Disneyland in Paris till the end of the week, we're leaving early. So it's going to be a very long trip, but I am really excited about it. So it's going to be a really cool deal and all sorts of stuff to be able to talk about. I will try and catch some of the questions as I have time. Again, if your questions are ones that I have covered in my FAQ at some point, if I've talked about in a video at some point, or if it's something like, what is your favorite whatever, I'm probably not going to answer it because all of those are covered in other places, and favorites I just don't do because I'm terrible at them. So, for example, Claire Rogers, how do you apply to be a full-time or part-time cast member? I actually have a whole video on how to get a job at Disney. I've also got one that's going to be coming out on how I got my job at Silver Dollar City. So, that question's covered. So, happy you're asking, Claire, but if you look through my channel videos, you can actually find that video pretty easy. Whew! Matt, the cats are actually all sleeping in other parts of the room, and I'm smart enough not to wake a sleeping cat. So, there's all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to actually start digging into the mail just a little bit because, like I said, it has stacked up a little bit. It's good to see so many people. And, wow, we've jumped up a bunch. I've got 65 according to my thing. Now, for those of you who don't know, I do actually have letter openers. This makes it much easier. And my glasses this time. I did remember them. So I'm going to start off with a letter from Joseph McGill in Parishville, New York. And like I said, I probably got about 15 things to open. So, yes, I did hear about time trackers stopping at the launch. Oh, you know what? So this actually isn't fan mail. I've told you I do genealogy. Well, this is actually an old relative of mine that they sent me a picture. I forgot that was coming. Awesome. But that's something entirely different. So I'll put that in my other stuff there to be filed later. Earthquake! Sorry about that. Okay, so since we're going to Europe, then let's start off with some European mail. I have one here from England. The way I can tell it's England is because the stamps are of the Queen. And let's see. The teaandbooklady.blogspot.com, letterwriters.org. Remember, the Letter Writers Alliance. This is from Ray, and I'm going to mess up your name, Ray. I'm sorry. Rowan in York, England, which is part of the UK. This is when she was a little worried about it getting lost. Nice, Ben. We were driving to Silver Dollar City the other day. We actually passed this guy that looked just like Steve from Blue's Clues on a bicycle. It was hilarious. And she has a long letter here. Woo! Let's see. She put in a couple of her favorite teas. So there's those. And there's a postcard in here of Yorkshire. And I hope I said that about right. Here in the States, we massacred and we say Yorkshire, but it's Yorkshire if I remember right. So kind of watching for somebody to tell me I didn't mess it up too bad. Greetings from North Yorkshire, England, UK. It's that crazy Brit who's had a sudden obsession to liking your videos or vlogs, as some call them. I found them very inspirational, although I really doubt I'd have the patience to be a theme park worker. You must have nerves of steel and a thick skin. Sometimes. Oh yes, addresses in the videos of all my, or address in the description of all my videos, so you can actually look at even in the description of this one. Let's see. Having watched some of your videos or vlogs about the daft questions people ask, I don't know how cast members at Disney or other theme park workers do it. I should apologize. I think this PC is stuck to your American spelling as it doesn't like it when I say color or words like that. That's okay. The British spellings are always fun. Nearest Disney to me is Paris. Yay! I've only been once when I was about 5 or 6. All I remember really was being petrified of roller coasters and also scared stiff of the John Smith character in Goofy. I seem to like Donald Duck more than Mickey. No doubt he'd be happy at that. Let's see. Gonna skim through a little bit. Talks about pin trading. Can you dedicate a blog post to me? Absolutely. Just make sure you share it with me. Let's see. You see why some parks cannot do the religious praying and things in the open or won't allow it. I've learned an awful lot from just watching your videos. I can't thank you enough for that. Enclosed a postcard of the region. Let's see. Little UK to the Mighty Mary. So she's got a lot here, so I've tried to skim. Wonderful letter, though. Let's see. You've rekindled my love for Disney all over again. I just love how you go behind the scenes and say what life and work was like at Disney. That's some of the fun. We don't have much here other than the big ones like Alton Towers. I've heard Alton Towers is really good, though. Talks about collecting postcards, geocaching, which I've heard good things about. I just haven't done. And what Disney behind-the-scenes books or books like the Hidden Mickeys would you recommend? Is there one in collecting pins? I actually do have a link on SirWillow.com. There's a link there for the books. I do have one on the Facebook page. It's harder to find. But if you go to SirWillow.com, there's actually a link to all of the books on my shelf that you can still buy. That's the easiest way to do it. If you're wanting behind-the-scenes stuff, the mouse tails are probably the best ones out there, although there's a lot of others adding on. So, Miles, look in the description. My address is right there. That's how you send me mail. It's in the description of every single one of my videos. So, thank you so much for the letter and the tease, Ray. I appreciate it. I did read it all. I just want to read it out loud. Let's see. We've got one from Barry down in Florida. Y'all know Barry. He's sent me mail before. Alton Towers is amazing. I do have pins from Alton Towers up there from another viewer. Well, Ben, I would turn off slow mode, except I've had some people that have really spammed before, and it's caused some issues with ending up with one or two people just spamming the whole chat. So that's why I kind of leave slow mode on. I'm sorry. You just have to think longer about what you're going to type, because you're going to end up waiting about 45 seconds for it to catch up. Plus, as One Up Girl says, it's easier for me to read. Otherwise, it's scrolling so fast, I can't see anything, and I still get behind. Anyways, Barry sent a pot of golden fun. That's what you wish this St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink too much beer. Don't worry, that wasn't a problem. The only beer I drink is root beer. So, a neat card, though. Thank you, Barry. I've got one here from the Clumsy Jedi, who is also on YouTube. If you haven't looked up her viewers, look them up. Look up her videos. Look them up. She's got some fun videos. So let's see here. Get it out, and then I'll get a couple questions. Lots to do in Central Florida. Yes, it's Andrew PvP. International Drive, which everybody down there calls iDrive, has a ton of different things to do. Let's see. We've got two SirWillow from the Clumsy Jedi. Nice picture of Mickey Mouse. And then a letter here. It says, Dear SirWillow, hi there. This is the Clumsy Jedi. I'm sorry it took so long to get this off to you, but, well, I have no excuse other than Darth real life. I hate that. I found your channel early last year and cannot stop watching. You seem to have a great sense of humor, and I love your skits, especially about clueless park visitors. I'm so happy that your channel has grown beyond your wildest dream. God has truly blessed you. Yes, he has. Since my harebrained self couldn't remember to send you a Christmas card, I'm enclosing a little drawing for you. Have a blessed Resurrection Sunday and good luck on your upcoming trips. God bless Carrie, the Clumsy Jedi. The neat thing is, I'm actually going to be getting home from Disney on Good Friday. It'll be late, so I'll be home just in time for Easter, which means I'll probably be staying there Easter dealing with jet lag and trying to preach and going, but it'll be fun. Can I make another Dumb Guess video, please? At some point, I will. The only problem with Dumb Guess videos at this point is after almost 2 years of doing them, I've told most of my stories about the Dumb Guess in them. There's a few little ones, but the really good funny ones are mostly in there. So it's getting tougher. I'm actually having to watch for the dumb guests when I'm in the parks now. And that's hard to do so I will have some more, but it's a little harder. Let's see. AJ Fowler, I would love to go to Alton Towers in the UK. The biggest thing is expense. This whole trip to Paris, here's the only reason it's happening. I'm not paying for it. I've actually got a friend of mine that is covering all of the costs, and that's why I get to go. Because my budget doesn't allow it. So it's really been neat how that has come together. And I actually told the story when I announced it, but it's really neat. Here's another email I got, or a letter I got. This is by error. It does not have a return address on there. So there you go. There's my address for those wanting to mail to. But also this is by error. And then on the back, it's decorated a little bit. So I don't know who this is from. I have had an administrator for Chat Ben. My kids have done it sometimes. Again, it just scrolls so fast. If I don't have the time on there, I can't keep up at all. Hi, Rachel. Don't forget my reservations. I've got lots of reservations. And oh, you mean the hotel reservations? I got those, don't worry. If I sent you something, could I get Scrooge McDuck to sign while I'm at Disneyland Paris? Unfortunately, Anna Lee, there's not any time because I leave tomorrow on the trip. So you can send it, but I won't have it with me. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of neat. Let's see. Zomat special for you. So you can see it looks like Dutch spellings on there. And there's all sorts of little stuff. So this is what I'm seeing as I open it up. And you can see that there's a tea bag and looks, wow. I'm trying not to lose anything here because there's all sorts. There's a note. Okay, so it then unfolds and you can see all of that. This is really neat. A lot of time taken on this. And there's some pictures that came out and there is a note on here. So let me read the note. Let's see. From E-Driver in, and I'm going to say this wrong, I'm so sorry, Schimmelweg, Netherlands. And it says, hi there, just a small note to you. This note comes from E-Driver from Netherlands. I saw your film and address, and so I decided to send you some stuff. I was born at one of the islands of this country. I didn't visit the USA. Know something by YouTube. It's an enormous country. This country is small. Lately just went to Vincent van Gogh film animation and about a gypsy family. Be encouraged and inspired. That is so cool. And see, I love things from the Netherlands. And there's a few little pictures there too. Somebody was asking about the cat. There's a cat for you. But my family roots, my middle name is actually my grandmother's maiden name, and it's Dutch. And nobody can say it right. For us poor Americans, it's spelled Oliviers. And I can't say it in Dutch. It's like Olivier or something like Oliviers, Olivier or something like that. But yes, I do actually have Dutch roots. Hi, Caden. Let's see. Yeah, Ben, it's not just the spammers. It's just because if I have 100 people, if I have 100 people all chatting, it's hard to keep up. If you ever watch the Trackers live videos, they can't keep up with anything. It's terrible. And I'm a slow reader. So Ben, you can blame me. I like reading my comments. So that's why I keep the timestamp. I've tried twice to remove the timestamp, and between spammers and just the speed, I just plain could not keep up. So, will I be doing occasional live streams in Paris? I am planning on it. I do actually have to pay extra to be able to use international data on just a few days. So I'm going to be restricted by that, but I am absolutely planning on doing some live streams. I just don't know exactly when. So, when I was a driver on Rhino Rally, did any animals try to pet or sniff any of the passengers or you? Here's actually a fun little trivia. Rhinos, as big and dangerous as they are, they're actually fairly tame too. The rhinos there actually had names, and we had to make sure that we did not say the actual rhino's name. So if our passenger happened to have the same name as a rhino, which was possible, we couldn't use it. Because I did actually forget that once and have the rhino come running up and look at me like waiting for a treat, and then I didn't have one. So then he thumped the side of my truck. So other than that, they didn't do that. Have I been able to go to all the Disney parks? No, Haley. I've only been to the ones in the States so far. So this is another letter from Barry. Oh, boy. Okay, I should try this in Mickey. Oh, boy. It's Easter. Okay, that's probably a terrible Mickey voice, but... let's see. Oh, this whole thing folds out. See if I can do it. There it goes. Wishing you a smile a minute, big fun in it, happy, happy day, happy Easter. There it is. That's a cool card. Is Paris the only Disney park you're going to? Chris, yes, because it's the only Disney park near Paris. I'll be going to both Disney parks in Paris. There's the studios as well as Disneyland itself there, so I will be going to on both of you. Jay, I agree with you on the new train robbery video. Robbery show was a bit dull and lame. At some point, if I can catch you offline, I'll talk about my feelings about the robbery. It's hard for me to ride the train sometimes and watch it because they hit some funny moments and everything, but just having done it, it's hard because I really nitpick. It's terrible. So, very nice postcard there too. Let's see. SirWillow, I will give you $5 if you can name all the characters on this postcard. Well, let's see. So if we start off on the side, we go Dale, Pluto, Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Chip. And do you know how you can tell Chip and Dale apart? Get postcard there. Because Chip has the little nose, Dale has the big nose and the buck teeth. Yes. Brian Hull, I'm not. Absolutely. 5 miles closer to France than Dover. We're staying about, I think it's like 3 or 4 miles away from Disneyland. So just a few kilometers. It's supposed to be like a 5-minute drive. So it'll be pretty close. I may do some more meetups at Silver Dollar City. At the very least, if I know I'm going out there and my family isn't like, we want to be left alone, I'll probably announce when I'm going out. So, but I don't know when that will be. Yes, Daryl has the big fat red nose and buck teeth. You're right, Brendan. Okay, now this is a big box. This is also from Barry. And then after this box, I have an envelope. I have a big box here from Canada. And I have a bag that I was given at Silver Dollar City. I do also have a winner to announce in a little bit, which I will do. Let's see. All I remember was Parade, Dumbo, and Splash Mountain. You almost fell off? Actually, Cadams, you may think you almost fell off, but you're not going to get out of that boat unless you're standing up and jumping. So the idea is to make you feel like something you really want to experience. Lots of bubble paper. Okay, this is the big ones. What? They're laughing at me over in the living room. It's really sad. Let's see. SirWillow, hi, I saw this gift at a local thrift store. Cool. Should I pop that one? No, we won't do that. Oh. Oh, how cool. Very neat. It's a Rhino Rally holder. I haven't seen anything like that. Be a napkin holder, but I'll use it for other things like a phone. But that is very cool. That's neat. I didn't even know they made those. So cool. Nice bit from the back. No, cats are not awake. Let's see. Bubble Rack is addictive. Yes, it is. The Fitbit. I actually got this for Christmas from my wife. My normal daily steps is around 8,000. When we went to Silver Dollar City on Friday, I hit 11. So, and that was a small day. Down at Disney, Disney in Florida, I was pushing close to 20,000 steps a day. So, let's see. Am I doing any other parks in France besides Disney? They're all closed. It's still winter. I did actually look because there is another park in Paris and it's not going to be open. So this is from Esteban Pluma, who has mailed me before. If you like the purple shirt I wore down at Disney World that had the Disney characters and said SirWillow, that was from Esteban. Let's see. Ooh, that sounds painful, Cammy. 8,000. Fitbit tells you that a good daily goal is 10,000 to start. 8,000's all right. So it's more than what I was doing for a little while. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Gonzo. And Esteban's got a couple. Oh, Esteban's getting me ready for France. Y'all are going to like this. Okay. Oui, oui. Okay, that was a terrible. Oh gosh, this is actually from Disney Paris. I'm happy and excited for your trip to Disney Paris. I can't wait to see the videos. I'm sending you a little something for your trip. Hope you have a great time. And check that out. Grumpy for life. And it actually says Disney Paris on there. That is cool. So, Amber, you said I needed a beret. My daughter's giving me a look like, really? Hey, Richard, I was going to say, you should be enjoying that too. Okay, let's see if I can actually put this on a little better. Because it should actually go that way. That'll look a little bit better. Oh, and you know what? I need to start pulling up that video so I can make sure I congregate all the names in there so we can actually get ready to pick a winner here in just a little bit, too. Yeah, those two can... Because I do need to do that. Let's see. And start gathering names. And okay, so I've got this thing gathering the names now and trying to get everything set up. Now the prize package, I'm going to show it off here, is a selection of pins, and then there is a limited edition Christmas 2017 pin. Notice I got it in the bubble wrap all ready to mail. And there is also AJ Fowler. I look forward to it. There's also a set of Frozen pins in there. So that is going to be coming up in just a few. And that is, if you commented on my 100th episode, well, then you've got an entry into the contest. You get them all packaged up because now you can actually see the envelope is coming in. Yes, it is a padded envelope to help keep those pins safe. Let's see. And I'm trying to make sure this is all picking up everything it should be. Getting it all set because it's got all sorts of things in there. And where did it go? Okay, it's bouncing all over. Excuse me, just a second here, guys. I should have had this set up ahead of time, and I didn't. Forgive me. But I'm trying to make sure I've got everything set to pick the winner here. So now that you can see what's there, I want to make sure that we get the winner picked properly. And that way, when it's time, I'll actually be able to announce it as opposed to something else really weird. And it wasn't here. And I actually have a plugin that should help me do this. There it is. Okay. Alright, so that is all set so I can get to it. Now, when I was at Silver Dollar City on Friday, I did meet up with a few people. And one of them actually gave me this bag. So this is from Austin Zamora and his wife. And I have not seen what's in here yet. I was really good and didn't peek. There are a couple... Okay, this is cool. A couple of the Funko Pops. There's Finn and Poe Dameron from Star Wars. Very cool. Those are cool. Thank you, Austin. Now, Richard, you already got me. I don't know that much French. Sadly, I've learned a few words of French, like bonjour and merci and parlez-vous français. Just a few basic phrases, but I don't know that much, so I'm going to be in trouble. My wife is over there laughing at me. The worst part is I'm afraid that if they're starting to speak French to me, I'm going to respond in Spanish because that's my natural thing is if I hear somebody speaking some other language, I start speaking Spanish. I get that from her. Yes, you do. Okay, so 2 shirts. And there's Pizza Planet. Woo, from Toy Story. Very cool. I got more shirts to wear for the videos. I didn't see this one yet. Oh. Well, my son is asleep, or otherwise he would be very jealous right now. Wake up, Joseph. He's literally crashed out on the couch. He's the big Stitch person. So, thank you very much. No, Hickory, she is definitely laughing at me in this case. I do know, Diane, that they do speak English over there. So I'm not worried about them not speaking English. Here's why I've tried to learn at least a few French phrases. And there's a video that's going to come out next Saturday. They'll talk about this some. When I was at Disney World, I loved when people tried English at least with us. And so I want to be able to do the same thing. So it's a way to kind of honor them and thank them for what they're doing and build a bridge a little bit. Yes, Ray, I actually opened it already. Let's see, where'd it go? I had it here. There it is. See, Ray, I did get it. Thank you. So you have to go back and watch the archive so you can see the beginning of it. Oh, cool. Tammy, she'll love the pin trading. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. What would I do if theme parks never existed? Well, I wouldn't know the difference because if they never existed, I wouldn't know I was missing them. I'd have something else I'd be doing that was fun. Oh, boy. You guys are all throwing around this French. I'm like, huh? It's funny because if it's Portuguese, I can read it because it's very similar to Spanish. If it's Italian, I can read it because it's very similar to Spanish. French is supposed to be a Latin-based language as well, and yet it's so different that I'm clueless. It's terrible. Am I staying on site at Disney Paris or Val d'Europe? We're actually staying just a short distance away. So we're at a little village that's right nearby, but it is not on the rail line. So we're driving in each day. Oh, here's the big box. This is what Richard Meredith has been waiting for. Because he sends me crazy stuff. Let's see. Well, you were sort of on camera, Ray. Let's see. Planning on staying the whole day. What is the thing we have to do at Magic Kingdom? It's going to be different for each person, Canums, because everybody has different tastes. Some people, their big thing is Splash Mountain and Big Thunder. Other people hate stuff like that, and so their big thing is going to be, say, Peter Pan and Winnie the Pooh. It's hard to say what your most important thing to do is without knowing you. I would say definitely catch the parade, catch the fireworks. Those are musts. But Benzie, let's see, Womp Girl, your French is going to be better than mine. I can guarantee you. Do I have any memories from the Norway Pavilion in Epcot? And forgive me, per Harvard? I hope I didn't mess that up too bad. Actually, this recent trip, I loved meeting Elsa and Anna there, even though they're really not Norwegian. I never actually worked in the Norway region. I really liked Maelstrom, which isn't there anymore. They've replaced it with Frozen. But that was one of my favorite rides. Loved going into the gift shop because they had all these sweaters there that are ridiculously expensive for us, but they were beautiful. They had sweaters that were like $400 and $500, which I would never wear something like that because I can't afford it. Let's see. Was the contest winner announced? No, not yet, but I am going to do it right before I open up this box. So give me just a couple minutes. Google Translate's a great friend. I actually have the Translate app on my phone ready to go. So I've been blessed with 2 trips to Disney World and Disney Paris. Do I think I will go to any other out-of-state parks this year? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so because I don't think budget will allow it. We do have, my wife and I, our 25th anniversary is this year, and we are planning on doing a trip for that. So we will have something special for that, which I've mentioned in a couple other videos. But other than that, we just don't have budget. Even this has been crazy, ridiculous. Aaron, would you believe I have not seen Coco? So, and here's where my wife and I are very familiar with Mexican culture. Coco is based on something called the Day of the Dead. And we do have a little bit of background. We're very familiar with the holiday. And you know how some people really don't like Halloween? Well, for us, Day of the Dead, even more so than that, because there are some things in traditional Mexican culture that happen with it. Coco makes it look very nice and happy, but there's a lot of it that's not. So no, we haven't seen Coco, and we probably won't, even though I know a lot of people love it. So sorry, not trying to bash anybody or anything. If you enjoyed it and you loved it, great, awesome, wonderful for you. But let's see. Now, Phantom Manor, Richard, unfortunately, is not going to be open while we're there. We are going to miss that because it is down for a major refurbishment. So, yeah, Corey, exactly. There's expensive stuff out there. Absolutely going under the castle at Paris. Don't worry. And do I think Tower Terror Hollywood Studios will become Guardians of the Galaxy? Absolutely not. Because they're putting Guardians of the Galaxy in at Epcot. And there's a lot of Marvel restrictions, so no, it will not become Guardians of the Galaxy. They may theme it more like the one in Tokyo, but otherwise, Tower Terror in Florida is safe. All right. Are we ready to pick a winner here? It's finally finished scanning all the comments and all the names and making sure there's no duplicates. So, we are going to pick a winner from that 100th episode video. And I'm actually just sitting here randomly clicking it about 7 or 8 times just to make sure I don't see anybody and it's totally random. And our winner is... well, it's actually a familiar name. Hulk Shooter 32, who quoted... Awesome, you two should have collaborations more often. So, that is Hulk Shooter on there. Did I get the right? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. That actually picked a winner from the wrong video. Hulk, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Why did it do that? It jumped down. Okay. Let me get the right winner. I'm sorry, Hulk. Hulk Shooter, send me your address. I will send you something as a consolation. Because I got the wrong... clicked on the wrong video there. Okay, let me try this again. So, Hulk Shooter, definitely give me your address on there. I'll send you a note, and we will definitely do something for you. So, our actual winner is... Hulk Shooter, don't worry. I will get something worth it. Send me a PM with your address. I promise you. Okay? So, our actual winner, click it right this time, is... well, guess what, Hulk Shooter? You're covered. I'm going to show you this because... as crazy as it is, guess what? It just picked you again. So, Hulk Shooter, you're it! I know, the ups and downs of a roller coaster contest. So what you can do is you can email me at SirWillow@gmail.com, or you can actually, if you go to my main page, there's a comment section there, or about. Look for the About tab, and there's a way to send me a message there. So, congratulations, Hulk Shooter. That's hilarious. Yes, it definitely wanted you to win. Okay, so, those of you who've watched my other mail call videos know that Richard Meredith sends me some crazy stuff. Some awesome stuff. And so, this is from him up in Canada. So, it's going to be interesting if there's stuff in here for the family, because my son, like I said, he is out cold asleep. We tried to get him to flinch for the sit shirt, and he didn't shake at all. So, we'll see. And there we go. All right. Dear Sir Willow, once again, our family would like to thank you for everything you've done for the community. Inside, you will find some of the things we've sent before that your family enjoyed so much, and some things for your collection. Please open the wrapped gift last, as this is a very special surprise. Thank you, the Meredith family. I love how that's laminated. That's nice. Box says, Big Eye Plush Bunny. Competition fix. Yeah. I know. That was kind of funny. Let's see. Bubble wrap. And we have snacks for the cats. They're going to love you. And all sorts of stuff in here. What's the story behind the Celebration City poster? More pet treats. If you go back and you watch the collaboration interview I did with Robert Morris, part 2 is where the Celebration City poster comes from. So you got to go back and watch the videos. A lot of my stuff, if you want to know where it comes from, watch the videos. And it helps me out too because it drives up my views. Also, if you're watching videos too, I know this sounds silly, but please make sure that you comment on them, hit the like button, share it. The more you interact with the videos, the more YouTube notices the videos and feeds it out to other people, and the more views they get. And so anytime you interact or like or comment or anything, that's wonderful, and it helps me out. So peppermint tea, yum yum. And there's the French vanilla cappuccino. Hey, Amber.
What?
French vanilla cappuccino. Ooh. I got an ooh. I'm going to have to put this stuff on my table over here because otherwise I'm going to bury myself. Let's see. And then more of the cookies. These didn't last long last time. So maple cookies. Yum, yum. Yum. See, Richard, I'm trying to lose weight and you're trying to make me get fatter. There is more honey lemon tea. My wife, get it in the camera. There we go. My wife and daughter loved all the teas, so that is great. And let's see, there's a tin. I'll open that up in a bit. More authentic maple syrup. Yum, yum. My daughter's actually been using maple syrup in cooking now, too, so she will make use of that. Let's see, and then I have 2 envelopes and a wrapped package. Okay, so let's get the box down. Still more stuff. Richard, you're spoiling us here. Cats will love the English bubble wrap. I don't know, the cat's got to get the bubble wrap away from me. Let's see, if I put my head in just the right position, it looks like I'm wearing the Mickey Mouse ears in the background. Let's see. There you go. How's that? Don't want some Toronto gummy beard. Gummy beard or gummy bears? Oh, this is the cat toys again. That's all catnip in there. Yes, the cats love that. Envelopes first, please. Can do, Richard. See, my cats are so out of it, I could throw this at them and they wouldn't even notice. Let's see. They're way on the other side, so I don't know if I can do this. Oh, that wasn't even close.
What are you doing?
Trying to throw a catnip ball at Ruby. He's asleep on the couch. They're curving in my bookshelf. All right. I am sure the cats will notice it later. The funny thing is, one of the dogs loves those things as much as the cats. Okay, so let's go small envelope first, Richard. And... ooh. Star Trek stamps. That's the captain's. Very cool. This is appealing to my inner nerd. Let's see. That would be the best captain, and that one's okay, and that was a really awesome captain too. Such a bad thrower. I know. They really curved. It was funny because I was throwing it straight, and you just watch it go. Neep. So. And let's see here. So next envelope. This is a much thicker one. Boy, this has a bunch of stuff in it. Oh, wow. Let's see. So we have the Wild Waterworks and American Lion Safari. And then a map of Cambridge, Ontario. That's nice. I actually put that into my genealogy folders and files because I was telling Richard I actually have some family that lived around Brewer Mills and Pittsburgh in Ontario, Canada. So not too far. I think we figured, what, an hour and a half away or something. And then Toronto Visitor Guide. This would be the one other place, if I can get a chance to go travel, I would love to get up there. Niagara Falls, and then a big Toronto booklet. Around in that area, as well as up in Montreal and Quebec. Because I got a lot of family up there. So thank you so much for all of that, Richard. At some point, I have to show all of you my office again. I think I mentioned I was getting another file cabinet, and I actually finally got everything all organized in the file cabinets, and it's so much easier to find everything. It took some time to redo it all. So, but thank you for all those. That is wonderful. Let's see. Picard's probably my favorite, and then yes, I really liked Cisco. I loved a lot of DS9. So DS9 is actually probably my favorite deal. Let's see. Okay, so I'm one of these, I get presents and it's feeling. It feels like there's something on top with a regular box below. So many conventions in Toronto. What Disney property would you like to see more of at a Disney park? That's tough. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel person, but they can't really do Marvel in Florida because of the Universal contract. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited about Star Wars. Star Wars is the one I said for years, and they're finally doing that. So they've really already covered kind of the ones I would think. As far as Disney characters go, I was happy to see Moana in the fireworks. We really liked Moana. I don't know. Give me time. I'll think about that one. World's largest nickel. That would be kind of cool to see. And oh my. Richard, you're going to give me another toy to take on this trip, aren't you? Okay, so you can't really see, but this is kind of what I'm looking at. Joseph, you need to wake up. Come here. I'm opening a package from Richard. I'm going to make him wake up. Go over here. Round the side. Hurry up. Faster, faster.
What? That's a funny hat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now you know why I made you come over.
What is it?
What? It's a GoPro.
It's a real GoPro. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all, this is going to be a crazy trip because I've got that now. Thank you, Richard. Oh my goodness gracious. You're going to have to wait at least 2 weeks before you can touch it. Ha! I had another viewer that actually is loaning me a gimbal, which if you don't know what a gimbal is a handheld motion device. So if it's got my phone clipped in it, you can move it all over the place and the phone doesn't move. So I'll be able to take steady pictures that way. The GoPro is going to be awesome. I've got the new video camera. I'm going to have so many toys to play with on this and get good video. That is incredible, Richard. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, my wife's standing over here going like, wow. That was the other video camera. I was debating between this and the one I bought. And so, I got them both. Thank you. Don't mean to whack the microphone there. So, yeah. Wow. Richard, you're crazy. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. So much goodness there. So France trip, let me try and talk about it a little bit here. We got a few minutes. I'm actually leaving tomorrow to start all the legs of the trip. We will be at Disneyland on Friday, so we'll be able to start sampling then. We're going into Paris itself Saturday and Sunday. We're buying season passes at Disneyland, so we'll actually park at Disney, then take the trains in to Paris, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we'll be back at Disneyland, hitting all the parks. If you are in Europe, we are having a meet and greet on Monday the 26th at 1 o'clock. Right outside the World of Disney store, there's a big, huge compass on the ground that actually points to where the other Disney parks are. And we're going to meet at that compass because that's probably the easiest place to kind of spot people. At least me looking, not knowing anything there. So that's where we're going to go. I hope that you can be there if you're in Europe. Yeah, I'm just like, wow, GoPro. I'll be able to do some neat stuff with that. Have I seen the Hayes family vlog with Black Panther? No, I have not yet. I'm a little behind on theirs because my last 2 weeks trying to get everything ready for this trip has been crazy. I was actually, when I was at Silver Dollar City Friday, I was going to vlog, started to vlog a little bit, and then I started thinking about it. I went, you know what, if I do the vlog out here, then I'm going to be stressing Saturday trying to put it all together into video while packing everything else. And I finally said, you know what, I'll use the footage I shot later, and I'm just going to relax. So it has been a crazy 2 weeks, but it's exciting trying to get everything ready. Whew. Hi, Lucky Titan. Yes, Richard, I'm looking for your request for down the road. I'm definitely watching. Yes, Austin, I'm definitely agreed with Time Traveler. Thank you again for the shirts and the pops. Those are really cool. And thank you, everybody, for the prayers, too, for the safe trip. My biggest worry about the trip is actually going to be driving, because we've got a rental car, and so I've got to drive. I'm not driving in Paris, thankfully. It'll be from the airport to the hotel and stuff, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But sure, private video chat. Absolutely, we can do that. I'll touch bases with you after this is all done, Richard, and see when you want to do that, okay? Train nerds want train videos from France. I will do my best, Billy. I can guarantee you I'm going to take some video on the subway at least. Or subway. Sorry, on the RER train. Because I think they changed subways. I'm not totally sure how it all works in France. I know where the train stations are, but I don't know if they're below ground or above. And I'll be exploring all that and learning. There is a train at Disney too, so I will get you your train videos this time. Oh, let's see. Oh, life goal is to date somebody with a British accent. Oh, I can find somebody. Amber, can you fake a British accent? Never mind. Don't. So, thank you so much. Like I said, Disneyland's going to be awesome. So excited about it. So excited. I've been trying to do this mix of finding out information without finding out because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's going to be good. Heading to Kansas City in May. There's no such thing as a quick trip to Branson from Kansas City, Robert. It's about 4 hours drive from Kansas City down to Branson. So, if you were to do it, you're going to have to make it almost a 2-day trip. Drive down, stay at Silver Dollar City at least one night at a hotel to do it so you don't die doing it. Silver Dollar City is an awesome park. But if you only have a limited time for a park, go to Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. It's going to save you a lot of driving time. It's not as great a park as Silver Dollar City, but it's still a pretty good park. So, let's see. Yeah, I guess there's a train station next to the entrance to Disneyland. I heard that there's a stairway right outside the World of Disney, and from what I've been told, that's actually the train exit, which when I recorded my video for Saturday, all my videos for next week are already recorded and uploaded. I was kind of going, I don't know what it's for, but I've since found out. My thoughts on Pixar Pier. I love the Old California Pier. I'll see when it's done. I don't know yet, but Megan, yes. If you're in Kansas City, eat barbecue. Good barbecue stuff there. Wait till I'm back from Paris. Okay, that sounds great. Now my family is still going to be home, so if mail does come in the next 2 weeks, it will be set aside. It will be here safe, so no problem with that. And I will actually be doing a live stream on Saturday after I get back as well, talking about Disneyland Paris and all my thoughts and feelings and everything else. So keep an eye out for that. So if you got all the questions about what Paris is like, that's a good time for that. Let's see. Any new coasters you have on my bucket list to ride? Yeah, there's a new one up at Cedar Point. Steel Vengeance. Oh my goodness, I want to get on that one. So that's the biggest other one that's on my bucket list right now. There's a bunch out there though. So yeah. So I've got about 12 hours to figure this thing out and learn how to use it before I go on the trip. So, although what was neat is if you watch the Silver Dollar City Time Traveler video, the on-ride footage is one of these that I wore. We strapped one on Silver Dollar City's camera. I strapped on under their supervision and approval, and then they did the footage and actually gave me a memory card. So, don't do that normally. But, yeah, I know. I'm going to just lean on this. What about Wonder Woman at Fiesta Texas? That looks really cool. I'm kind of waiting to see how it turns out, but Rocky Mountain Coaster has built great rides so far, so if they keep up their success, it'll be good. It'll be good. Whew. My family's all kind of looking at me, and my associate pastor, my assistant at the church, is sitting over there just staring at me, giving me weird looks. So, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Thank you for all the mail. Thank you for the goodies and the shirts and the cats and dogs. Thank you for their treats as well and everything else. So wonderful. I love mail. Honestly, guys, y'all spoil me to death, and I don't understand why, but I am so appreciative of it. So thank you for the mail. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching the videos and liking them. It's really a blessing to me. Sorry, Matt. Cats never woke up. And like I said, my cats, if I wake them up, I end up paying for it later. So, thank you, everybody. Be blessed because you've blessed me. You really have. So, thank you so very much.